What's going on, you guys? Patrick Tatton here. You gotta excuse the hero's hair here. We're in the middle of quarantine still. I'm on a farm in Virginia. Beautiful place. It's a couple hundred years old actually, and I'm gonna do a little tutorial today on chopping wood with an axe. I know a lot of you out there have a splitting maul, as we said in Boston, or a splitting maul. An axe, as we know, this has got some wear and tear. You can obviously see the edges are a little dented there, but I did some sharpening with it, so it's still got a nice edge. So with an axe, you don't have the same, well, a split and maul head is usually a little pointier, okay? An axe head is obviously wider this way, right? This way, it's narrower, okay? A split and maul is heavier, it's got more weight, and the edges come out more, okay? So it makes more of a V and it splits the wood. I'm cutting these cigar trees here, this cigar wood, so you can see some of it, like this piece gave me a lot of trouble because, as you can see, it goes in like a curve, so the split didn't go in as far, and there were two knots in it where the branches were, so I was having to cut off pieces one at a time. But I wanted to talk more about technique. I've been meditating on why boxers, you know, the great George Foreman's famous for chopping wood. You know, we all saw Rocky IV, how he goes out in the mountains and chops wood. So why is that? Why do we chop wood if we're trying to learn a striking technique, okay? Well, you could be a smaller statured person like myself. I'm 5'8", about 150 pounds, but I've still been told when I boxed, when I took martial arts, when I would do pad work, my trainer would comment on how hard I hit. He couldn't believe that. No, he looked at me, thought I was about 170 as opposed to 150. Okay, why is that? Well, it's ascertaining the moment of truth in that strike, and what can your body learn in that last half an inch, half millimeter, that makes the difference. And I learned today, I was doing a technique where, see if I could put the phone on something. Put it up like this, maybe. Okay. Put it on this stump. All right. So what can we learn from that? Okay. Now, oh, the light's coming from behind me. That's okay. So, what can we learn from this? Well, basically, I was doing a technique whereby I'm here, right? I'm coming down on the axe, hands up high, it comes down low, all right? I bent my knees, and I noticed that if I tried to muscle it with my hands, the axe would lodge in the wood, okay? Or it would make a little bit of a split, but the split would not transcend the piece of wood, okay? So let's say I have a piece of wood, right? Set up my log here. All right. So I'm going to set it up on the side, okay? This is the technique I'm using as opposed to straight up and down. Now, this is a pretty formidable piece of wood, okay? As far as my forearm goes. All right, I've already gotten it started on the side. See it? So what makes it, why is it that when the axe either lodges in the wood, obviously we're going with the grain, okay? The axe lodges in the wood, or sometimes the split goes, but it doesn't transcend the whole way. Well, it's the same as when you follow through with a right hand, or you're playing tennis, or baseball, or golf. It doesn't matter. Hitting softballs. You swing easy, and when your wrist breaks, it's that last little moment of truth, that little body English it gives. And I figured out today, I'm going to swing lefty, okay? My left toe, this is my left toe, okay? When I swing, I actually follow through and I pivot down with my toe. You guys can experiment with that at home and leave it in the comments below if you find it works for you. I was going straight down, okay? Legs sitting down at the end of the swing, okay? You're gonna come down and actually pivot on that last toe as your left hand is coming down, okay? So it's almost like if you throw a jab in boxing in an orthodox stance, okay? and your left hand goes forward. You push off with your right foot as you're advancing. Okay, same where, right, if you threw a right and your right foot steps back to land, okay? Same if you were a right-handed axe. You set it down and your right foot pivots onto your toe. Okay, you could dig your foot into the earth, and I think of a heel-toe pronation. Go from your heel out towards your foot, and my knee actually comes out a little bit. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you guys now, and hopefully it helps someone on here. Some of you guys, you can leave a comment. Does this not work? Is it worth your time? But I really found that this was helping. It saved me a lot of energy. So I'm sweating a little bit. I got a pretty good workout, but it's always nice to learn new technique. Okay, so again, I'm boxing. I'm orthodox, right? Left, right. Okay, so my left and my right. See, on the bottom, as I turn, right? As I turn, you guys see that? My foot's back and it turns. Not obviously, I'm exaggerating, but it turns. Okay, so from over here, see, feet are lined up. Okay, so let's do one on here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm here. My foot's going to turn over. Right? So as I come down, I'm not going to just sit. I'm going to actually turn. It's that last little bit, and I kind of like, I'm almost lifting my arms to give it a little more velocity at the end. Instead of coming down like this, I'm going to lift up into it and give it that last little bit of torque. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's not lined up, so it just bounced off. Let's try it this way. Wasn't going with the grain. Okay, ready? So I got some pretty good purchase. I'll try it again. I wasn't going with the grain there. Okay, so again, up, over, I'm sitting, I'm also lifting. Okay, so from the side, up, over, sitting, lifting. You guys all see that? Use this animal bone. It is a farm. I'm leaning against this. I gotta get a tripod, it looks like. Alright, doesn't matter. Do like this. A little pre-production. So, you guys see us stand on this? Up and lift. And as you come down, it's that left. If I did it on this side, on the right-hand side, the right leg comes out. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe this bullshit. Bull pucky. Can't swear on YouTube. Alright, ready? That was a pretty good swing. You can see it, the split went through the wood, so I just need another couple cracks here. See? There we go. That was a nice split. Now you're saying, why am I hitting it from the side? Well, this is cigar wood here. I think it's what it's called. It's kind of spongy. See? And the axe gets caught. It's not a split maul, remember. So it's easy to get caught. Especially when you can't always go with the grain because of how it breaks. I'm going to try that again. See? I can't line it up. I can't set it up like that. Alright, so I'm here. We're talking speed and velocity. It shouldn't matter where I hit it. If the impact is true, it's going to split the whole wood. One more time. There we go. You see the difference on that? That last little moment of lifting and turning my leg, and see it splits the whole thing. See, that's a good split. Right? So 1 or 2 more, and I should be through it. That's a true split. I'll even switch stances for you right-handers. Right-handed. See? Right through. Right on that line. That torque's beautiful. So it's up, over, and turn. Man, how am I going to show this to you guys? Sorry guys, I had to reset because I didn't have an appropriate camera angle. I was trying with all these different logs and everything. But anyway, I'm going to show it again from the side, the turning technique, okay? So again, you can see my feet, okay? I'm here. I'm obviously going to sit. I'm going to lift my hands slightly at the end, okay? Lifting from a left-handed stance, okay? I'm lifting with my right hand, right on as far back on the hand as I can get. I'm sitting, and I'm actually turning. Right on the end gives it like a little bit more. Might sound crazy. You guys find it within your own body, okay? Left-handed, right-handed, same thing. Up and over, right hand comes down, left lifts up. Gives it that last little bit with the shoulders, and my right foot would turn. I think of it coming out, okay? So let's see what it looks like. This is actually pretty nicely split already, so it shouldn't take much, okay? So, see, right through. See? Let's see if we can get another piece off this one. See? Oh, I'm going off the side now. So now see, I'm swinging heavier because I'm trying to show off for the video. Nice and easy. See, now the wood is giving with the strike a little bit, so it's not quite brittle enough to go all the way through. Let's see if we get this piece here. Do it righty because it's leaning the other way. Bouncing right off. Oh, actually that was pretty much split. That's why it was giving. All right, so let's try another one. Okay, so this piece is a little bit more manageable. You can see this one. About a, I don't know, 25-pound weight at the gym, maybe a 20. So let's get it on the side here. See? So we should be able to go right with that grain. I watched another YouTube video. I'll link that below. But instead of setting it like this and having it get stuck sometimes, I like hitting it, and this guy split it right down. It's a Russian gentleman who showed a technique for chopping wood with an axe. I'll definitely leave the link to that. Okay, but I'm on the side. Should be, actually, I'll go this way so you can see my left leg torque it here. Okay, okay. So watch my left leg is going to come out. See, I'm thinking out, out like that. Maybe, I wonder if I face the camera, is it easier to see? What do you guys think? Yeah, that'll be good. You ready? See? See how it's out? I don't know why that happens, like on my toe. Just turning like that, it gives it the extra torque. It's the funniest thing. This piece actually is a little bit rotten inside. It made it easier. Again. Oops, I missed it. Again. That went right through, pretty much all the way down to the bottom, but I'm off center, so I'm getting a little sloppy. It's the end of the day here. Well, let's get it right. This wood, sometimes you don't know where it wants to split. There we go. But see, it's weird because the other thing about martial arts too is, you ever notice those people out there, if you do boxing, Muay Thai, karate, you don't swing hard and you're not tense. It's when you're loose. And I was trying to show you guys how it would do it, and it didn't work. But when I just said, you know what? Forget it. Let me just swing easy and be light about it. That's when the true speed can happen, because you stay loose. You know, I was reading actually in China. The Chinese are the ones that invented the whip. The whip is the first thing to break the sound barrier. Chinese martial arts systems, Kung Fu, Shaolin, Kempo, Karate, it's all about staying loose, you know, because it's at the end of your strike. Because of your looseness in your muscles, that's where the speed can develop, and that's where the true nature of the impact happens. Same with the whip. I'll do a few more of these for you guys here. Alright, this one's got a little knot on the bottom, so I'm going to really go for it on this one. But nice and easy. You got to remember, swing easy. Good one. See? Nice. It lodged nicely in the stump here. The impact is pretty much all the way down as far as a good portion of it. And see, it's stopping here because I've got... there's a bend in it, so it may not want to split like that. We'll see how it actually turns out here for me. Maybe I'll hit this other area, see if I can't get it to split. Missed. See how it's nice and spongy? You guys are like, oh, he's making excuses, but yeah, it's nice and spongy, so it kind of goes in and gets buried. There's a lot of green in this wood, so it's not brittle enough, dry enough to split nicely. But there we go. I swung easy, turned my foot out, went right through. Even with that, the split, the energy of the split carried all the way down. Well, I hope you guys like this. I'm going to keep the camera like this because it's the best position. Hopefully you guys like this, and like, comment, subscribe. Please leave a comment. Even if you don't like it, leave a comment. I welcome all feedback. So I'm learning. This is Patrick Tatton. We'll see you guys soon. I'm going to split some more for you guys before I say goodbye today. Perfect. So this is one last time I couldn't quite get it to go, and I was tired. But now I know this new technique, so I think no matter where I hit it or what position it is, I think it should go right through. I was getting caught last time. Oh, I hit a knot. Let me not hit the knot. Yeah, see this one? That's a tough one. I have to change my technique here. I think because it wants to split this way, so I'm splitting it wrong here. But that's okay. True impact should make it split, right? Look at it like this. Starting to go now. Oh, it split, not where I wanted it to. See, it's always when I turn and I go loose that it splits, even with a weird thing. See, I split it right down like that. Nice and loose. I'm not trying to be too cool for school with the sunglasses, but I do need some eye protection, so I like it to be shady. Oh. A few more for you guys. Let's get some new ones. New blood here. Another view. There's a split knot already. Let's go this way. Missed. Good impact though. There we go. All the way down. See that? Toe turns out. I said to myself, easy, and look, like butter. All the way down. That's how we do it. Oh, a little worm in there. Maybe I had a little rot to help me. Hey, wormy, wormy. All right, let's get the rest here. Nice and easy. Technique is key. Whatever it is. Jiu-jitsu, which I was terrible at. Judo. Boxing. It's all technique. Wasn't great technique on that one because the axe didn't go straight, but it's the pursuit of technique, right? Well, I hope you guys like these. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, nothing to it. Just gotta find how your body likes to execute the strike. You know? A little long, but I didn't cut these. So, I didn't chainsaw them anyhow. Well, it's a good hit. See? Ow! Pinch me. Right down the line. Okay. Can I get it? Yeah. Yep. Those fibers separate nicely. This one was a troublemaker from before, so I knocked all the bark off of it. But with this new technique, I think we can give it a run for the money now. Let's try it this way. Shouldn't matter. A good strike is a good strike, right? But on the bottom, obviously the axe has achieved more velocity, right? By the time it gets down further, so it's harder this way because I'm in the middle. But it worked, didn't it? Nice and easy, swing easy. Grandfather used to say, let the saw do the work, let the axe do the work, swing easy, let the club do the work when we were golfing. He was a great golfer. He great at a lot of things, my grandfather. Master carpenter. Swing easy. Swing easy. Now I'm swinging easy. Before I was tense. So the impact couldn't express itself out through the axe into the wood where you want it to go. You know, same with music. You play the guitar, violin, which I do. Your fingers have to be loose. If they're not loose, the expression doesn't go into the string. That's where you want the expression to be, nice and easy. It's hard to do, you know, especially if you're fighting someone. You're tense. You want to be tense. You train so you can stay loose. Alright, these are all pretty much done. Let's get a big boy. Let's get a big piece. So, you guys, this one I did chainsaw. Nice piece, see it? Beauty. So that's ready to get cut. So if this doesn't work, it's my own fault because I'm the one that prepared it. Okay? So I got no excuse on this one. So nice, should be a nice easy strike. This is a bigger opponent, but how do I want to do this? Maybe like this. Saw my friend hitting him this way. Of course, on the slope here, doesn't want to stay. All right. Well, let's move it back. There we go. All right. So swinging easy should be the same. All right. Alright, so that's pretty good. Do better. See, when I come through, I'm actually turning, so the axe is not hitting straight up and down. So I'm going to correct that right now. Pretty good. Let's turn it around, keep that split going. Good impact. Try it this way. Like that Russian gentleman suggested. Hit the corner. There we go. That's splitting now. There it is, right through. See? Same place. So now it's just a matter of, so you went all the way through to the other side. See? Now it's just a matter of hitting it again a couple more times. Ow. She goes. Nice. This ought to do it. Beautiful. Smell that. Great. Man, I love it, you know? You guys should check out this book. It's called The Golden Spruce. I read it years ago, and I passed it on to some friends of mine who are logging enthusiasts. I'm merely a hobbyist myself, but I love it. We'll see where I'm at in a few months doing this stuff. Boom. I have a friend of mine, he doesn't have proper technique, but he's just a larger guy. You know, he's got more weight per swing. Lost focus on that one. Nice. Nice and easy, tell yourself. Nice and easy. Just go easy. No reason to swing hard, ever. You know? Nice and easy. Slips right through. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. All right. Big difference from last time I was doing this. I was getting frustrated. You know, when you don't have the right technique, everything's frustrating. This one, nice. Nice, huh? Beauteous. See if we can get this in one crack. That'd be nice. Well, got it started anyway. Hit the same spot. Okay, so we have an axe, so we should probably side like I was doing before. Like this. Right. Hit it that way. That should be better. There we go. See how the split starts when you hit it right? It travels. See, those weren't going the right way. This one, if you could see, focus that. So that's going all the way down. And then you break it apart from that. Alright guys, welcome to the first Vivitar Action Cam video taking. We'll see how the audio is on this. It's my first day. I'm going to do some splitting logs for you guys with a splitting maul. Split the logs with a maul. See how that comes out. And then we're going to go chop down a couple trees with an axe and see how that comes out. Gloves, you guys can see them here. They're a little big, but all they have were larges, so what am I going to do? Oh, Mark, they got wet. This is my friend's splitting maul, so I'm going to try this out. See how good it works, how well it works. See, he must have been over here working. Big log. See how it works. So normally, trying to split these with an axe, it's not the easiest thing to do. This with my phone, so we'll see how the audio is. This is just a test day, basically. Well, we're making some progress on the piles, if you guys can see them. Wow. You guys see that? That's crazy. Nothing. Barely even have to swing. Let's do another. This is a Fisker's Isocore. Look at that. Thing's a beast. Oh. Hardest thing is stopping it. Look at this. Ah! Do it from the side here. Yeah, this sure beats the axe, huh? Maybe we won't do it from the side. I'll do it from the top. Boom! That is a monster. Monster. Epic proportions. I think we're set up here. You guys see? Doesn't work that so well there. Oops. Boom. That's a nice one. All right. Let's go chop some trees down, shall we? Get the hatchet. ahead. Ron's over here. The tools are here. So, just have to get familiar with the camera angle. Set my split maul over here. Forget it. Splitting maul to chop down trees. Watch out for this electric fence if you guys can see it. I'm gonna duck extra low with the GoPro on my head, or the Vivitar on my head. Sorry, Vivitar. Well, it's working well so far. Still rolling. Yes, I am. So we're approaching the thicket of trees in question with the carnage on the ground. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I have no idea. I have to keep my phone in my pocket and sync the audio. We'll see. Well, the horses have been chomping away at my trees. Some of them are still on the stumps though. Yeah. So we're not going to do that one today, but maybe we'll do a couple of these little boogers on the side. So we got some nice daylight left. I'm shooting at 1080p right now. So, ooh, there's some nice poison ivy. I'm glad I noticed that right away. So we're going to bury the hatchet, so to speak. Very clever play on words. I'm going to put that here. Oops. Wow, that is soaked with water, isn't it? Maybe put it this way. Okay. So that's there for safekeeping. My head is here. I'm going to be looking down while I chop. So I'm standing here. Actually, maybe I want to put it like that because then my head's going to come down. Okay. Just keep it upright. That should go well. I guess we'll see. That takes some practice. So, be easy on myself here. First things first, let's get a stick and get rid of that poison ivy. Poison ivy is very, very concentrated stuff, folks. So you can put, what, a drop of it in an Olympic-sized swimming pool and still get it. It's that concentrated. I don't know if that's true. I've never done it personally. Never had a whole Olympic-sized swimming pool to myself. But let's sever the connective tissue, watching for widowmakers and water. electric fence all along here. Alright, see how much of this oil stays on my gloves. Let's get these little weeds out of the way. Nice sharp axe. Okay, so let's do a face cut here. Actually, I kind of want this to go. I have plenty of trees going this way. You know, lay it down next to it. Be fun. Right? This is all about fun. You guys see? Safety goggles, folks. I'm trying to decide if I want my connective wood. I guess it makes more sense to, so wood you take away that falls into that gap, right? Should have brought my phone out so I could look at what type of tree this is. Maybe time to do some chainsawing pretty soon, but a little more axe work to show you guys. I chopped down 4 trees with an axe, small trees. And you can see this axe is quite dull and it's damaged. It's got some chips in it. The edge is not properly defined. And I actually used a wood file and filed this down because it was really dull, and I was using it to split wood for my neighbor's, or for my friend's mom on her farm. they don't have a splitting maul, so I was using this, and the wood was really knotted. There were cigar trees, and the potential for overstrike was very high, and I did, so I damaged it. So I've since ordered them a new axe from Amazon, so I'm going to review that next time. But I went ahead and just took care of the burrs here, so it's not really compromising the integrity of the handle too much. It's still very wide. It's still plenty of girth there, and it's secured firmly here on the axe head, so the split didn't go all the way through. It's just more cosmetic than anything, and I was sorry that I did it, but it happens. That's what axes are for. They take a beating. So today I'm going to actually properly sharpen an axe, because last time I didn't have proper technique. Man. So last time I did not have proper axe sharpening technique, so I was actually going down this way. Actually, I was pushing, right? But I watched Wrangler Star, who's a professional logger, and he says to actually push up this way. And I watched Buckin' Billy Ray. I think he's from Canada, but judging by his accent, he's great. So he said to actually start forming the curve here without touching the edge first, otherwise you'll wear out your edge. I was going right for the edge, so today I'm going to change the camera angle here shortly. I'm going to show, come on, focus. Come on. I'm going to approach the edge and get it smooth. I'm going to come from the top, get an even line. I'm going to repair this here just with a regular file, okay? You can see this side a little better because I haven't done any work on it. It's like all muddy right here. Oops, all muddy right here. So I'm going to get this nice and uniform there. It's important to breathe when you do this too. Don't hold your breath. Keep the rhythm. See all that gunkiness starting to subside here and get smooth, shiny. I'm making kind of a wide path here, but I like to see what I'm doing. Trying to angle it towards the camera, you guys can see a little better. I can feel it really taking the metal now, taking the steel. Before it was just sort of bouncing off, but now it's getting some purchase on the steel, which is what we want. So now I'm focusing more down towards the edge, okay? Now we're far from having an edge, but I'm going to start approaching it from the other side here. Let's see if, take a look here. I think I'm recording anymore, am I? Yes, I am. I just anchored my axe against the window over here, so keep the stroke smooth, I just hit my hand against my own axe. It's not good. Okay, so I've been going this way. Now I need to get more purchase going like that. Now I can really feel it going. That's really good. Alright, I'll go the other side.
My shoes.
I'm not sure. I think they're around the front.
The window didn't see them, so
I would
tuck them somewhere.
just take a peek and see if Kurt's around the corner, because he was fucking with that rope in the van, and I don't know if he's gonna give you shit about not putting it back right. So maybe just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure he can handle it, but probably not something that you want to deal with. Hey, can you take a peek down in that lens and see if the axe is in focus or if it's even in frame? Or what I'm doing? Frame. It is? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, you're filing.
Alright. So like you could see, can you see this edge? If I go like that? A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But if I'm closer like this, it's kind of out of frame, right?
I can see it right now.
You can?
It's actually better right now.
Oh, okay. I'll stay like that.
Looks like you're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Because I was watching some videos on it, and you're not supposed to like start filing the edge right away. You start up here and you form a uniform pattern, and then you start to gradually approach your edge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was doing, intuitive to me, I was going like that, so I'd go away from the grain, but away from the blade. But the pros, they go right into the blade, if you can believe that. So
Interesting.
be careful not to fucking. I mean, you're not going to end up shaving with it, but it gets a little bit better of an edge now. Yesterday, this thing was dull.
Sorry.
I said yesterday, this thing was really dull.
Yeah.
It was like bouncing off the tree.
Yeah.
Felt like a cartoon.
Yeah. Very nice.
I also feel like if I chop that tree down with an axe, it'll be less likely to get shit from Kurt about it. Not that I don't think he would, but if something goes wrong with the chainsaw or
I got you.
whatever. But an axe, all you're doing is going over there and muscling it. So.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a better workout.
Mm-hmm.
I can always chop the tree up with the chainsaw and use less fuel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I found like a safety helmet in the barn over there, which I remembered seeing it, but it looks pretty flimsy, so I might still get like a better one.
Yeah.
I'm like putting an edge on a thing that it's not really an edge.
It's like, oh, cool, it has teeth. It's not supposed to.
Yeah, it's a serrated axe.
Yeah.
I went and bought, or my friend Nathan was looking at a motorcycle once, and we went, and the guy showed it, and he was like, the bike had never been dropped, but it clearly had been dropped because one of the clutch and the shifter were broken off on the side, and we were like, it's broken here. He's like, oh no, that's custom. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like he put a custom broken clutch on the side.
Yeah. I mean, better untouched, except for this time where I ripped some parts off and put some different ones on there just to make it cool.
Yeah. Well, he hadn't even bothered doing that. He just left it out and dropped it.
Yeah.
It broke off. Like, I customized it like that. Not everybody has a bike that got dropped like that.
Yeah. Yours is unique. You're welcome.
You're welcome. So friends, the proof is in the pudding there. You can see my leg, it's got the iron filings on it here. And also my axe has a nice edge on it now. Still got the divots. I didn't, want to go too far, but look at, here's the test. See? Shaving the old fingernail. All the way across. So we're going to see what a difference that makes. Other side. Right. See if I can get that fingernail shaving a little better. Here's my thumb and the lens. Not take my hand off here. See? That's what we want. I'm trying to look through the camera and do this, so. All right, so time to chop some trees down. So friends, this is going to be a big difference from yesterday because we have a sharp axe now. You can see the edge on that baby. All right. I inherited those divots, as I said before, but I still sharpened it. Nice. That'll take your nose off. All right, so we're gonna go chop down some cedar trees today, and this is really gonna work well.